This week, the White House Office of Faith-Based and Community Initiatives held a conference to highlight the work being done by our nation's armies of compassion with help from the federal government. This conference demonstrated the remarkable difference these groups have made over the past 8 years. When I first came to office, I was troubled to see many of our citizens' greatest needs going unmet. Too many addicts walked the rough road to recovery alone. Too many prisoners had the desire for reform, but no one to show them the way. Across our country, the hungry, homeless, and sick begged for deliverance, and too many heard only silence in reply. The tragedy was that there were good men and women across America who had the desire to help, but not the resources. Because many of them worked with small charities, they were overlooked by Washington as potential partners in service. And because many of them belonged to faith-based organizations, they were often barred from receiving support from the federal government. So I set about to change this with a new approach called compassionate conservatism. This approach was compassionate because it was rooted in a timeless truth that we ought to love our neighbors as we'd like to be loved ourselves. And this approach was conservative because it recognized the limits of government, that bureaucracies can put money in people's hands, but they cannot put hope in people's hearts. Putting hope in people's hearts is the mission of our nation's faith-based and community groups. So my administration decided to treat them as trusted partners. We held these groups to high standards and insisted on demonstrable results, and they've delivered on those expectations. Through their partnerships with the government, these organizations have helped reduce the number of chronically homeless by nearly 12%, getting more than 20,000 Americans off the streets. They've helped match nearly 90,000 children of prisoners with adult mentors, and they've helped provide services such as job placement for thousands of former inmates.